Bhatt, who is joining us. Mohit, the chorus for a ban on PFI has been going on for a long time now. Does this now set the precedent for that?
Well, yes, we know for a fact that how there has been a massive chorus going on for the banning of PFI. We know for a fact that how during the time of the anti-CAA riots, we know that the name of PFI came up specifically in UP, and there were massive raids all throughout the country. And specifically in Kerala also, we have KJ Alphonse with us, former Union Minister and former MP from the BJP, who has been raising questions on the conduct of the PFI, who has been raising questions that why exactly PFI should not be banned. So let's take the question directly to him. We have the former Union Minister KJ Alphonse with us. Sir, now, multi-city, multi-state raids are being going on as of now. Many of the PFI activists have been arrested. There has been a chorus going on for a long time that we need to ban PFI, because it's being said that many of the active members of SIMI joined PFI. Specifically, if we talk about Kerala, also your state, they have been very active over there, and in many of the cases, their name have come up, sir.
I'm extremely happy that the National Investigating Agency, in collaboration with the Enforcement Directorate and the State Police, is carrying out these raids in 10 states. Apparently, they have booked over 100 people. See, I've been pointing out to the country how dangerous the PFI is for a very long time. It's a radical extremist organization who is a danger to the integrity of the country. They have no loyalty to the nation at all. In fact, they try to pit people against people. In fact, in one of their rallies in Alleppey, just a few months back, they raised a slogan that get ready Christians and Hindus for your funerals. These are kind of organizations which inject poison into the nerve of the Indian society. I think they really need to be banned. But the danger is this: we banned SIMI, and then of course it's surfaced under some other name. So every time you ban an organization, unless a follow-up action is taken to ensure that these people who are the mastermind behind these organizations are really behind bars, and they are punished. You know, investigation is taken to a scientific level where their evidence is collected, they are punished, and they are in for life. Otherwise, I think there's a huge danger, especially in my home state of Kerala. And some districts, I think, is completely under the control of the PFI.
We have seen in Kerala specifically, sir, many violent clashes have been reported from over there. In the rally in Alleppey, as you said, various slogans were being raised. Even the small children were being radicalized, and they were asked to raise all these slogans against Christians and the Hindus.
Yeah, a 10-year-old child was sitting on somebody's shoulder and shouting these slogans. So, I mean, so very well taught. It is not a spur of the moment thing which happened. He was taught, he was tutored so beautifully, and everybody else was tutored. So these are not an isolated incident which happens. And you see, go back a few years, about 15 years back, and you know, one of these people, terrorists, they chopped off the hand of a college professor, a Christian college professor. Unfortunately, even the Christian community was so scared, they did not stand with him. So all these things have now encouraged these people to take it to the next level, and something was bound to happen in Kerala, and I hope it doesn't happen with this crackdown. Hopefully the central enforcement agencies, with their involvement, I hope that all these people are really prosecuted and really taken to the behind bars. I hope so.
Now that many of the PFI officials have been arrested, ED, NIA, paramilitary forces, the state police are involved in it, do you think that it's a precursor of banning of the PFI, something which has been in demand for a long time? We know for a fact they have been on the radar of various agencies for a long time.
See, banning PFI is absolutely essential, but you see, it doesn't stop at that. Look at the amount of gold that is smuggled into Kerala. Look at the amount of money that is coming through the back doors. All these money, I don't want to name countries, there are especially two countries which are, who are basically funding these things. Enormous amount of money is...
So you think, sir, they are getting their money, the PFI organizations like PFI are getting their money from outside, and that is why ED is also involved?
Of course. This money comes from abroad, and also through gold smuggling. You see, there are some airports in Kerala which are specifically earmarked for smuggling. I don't want to name the airports. I mean, every day crores worth of gold, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, because how much can you catch? Because they always find innovative ways to do it. Like the other day, somebody was caught with an inner lining of gold in his trousers. So it's very difficult. So all this money which comes as gold, smuggled, all that stuff, I am afraid, is going into funding the this terrorist organization. So the ED and the NIA really needs to go to the very roots of all...
Okay, so the BJP, they're saying that this will set the stage for a ban on the PFI based on the evidence that will be collected. Let me go back to Deepa.